Hi, welcome to another edition of the Mighty Code Coder. I'm your Code Coder here to make you great, help you innovate. All right, so what we're going to do today is this is the fourth video in a collection of videos. I'm not sure how many there's going to be, but in this episode, you'll finally write code to connect to the Twitter API where you can download images from Twitter, post tweets to Twitter with a simple node program. Using the twit package, you could post, get, and stream information. In my initial bot, I posted likes to a Twitter account by getting the user's hashtags, and I streamed this process to continue trolling users that posted the hashtag another great day in CVSD, even when I wasn't on the computer. So let's get started. We're going to assume that some of the basics are already set up. We have node.js installed. We installed the twit package using npm. We have a bot.js file in the folder we are working from, and we have either our Twitter access tokens or we have a config.js folder with the keys, and we are importing them into our bot.js with a require statement. That'll become big here in this episode because I don't want to show the keys and they're already tucked away. So let's get going. All right, so in order to start this episode, I like to go to my animate, and you can see I've already tried going to my animate, and I'll start this over, and we'll draw this up. So in the twit package, we have functions that are already written for us by the person who did tweet. I should give him a shout out, but I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think he might be, I think he might be Danish or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'll get back on that. But here are the three functions that the twit automatically has. It has a get. Okay. All right. It has a post. And I could really just do I could do the whole show on just post. But let's do all three. These are the three that I'll use throughout the entire series. And I have a stream. Now remember, I'm doing parentheses after them because these are functions. And so let me look. Yeah, it's over my head. So if, you know, we're doing this show live from South Hills High School where I teach a computer science intro class, and that's the class we're in right now. A lot of the students are actually in the stream, and that's the only place they get to ask questions. Let's see if there's any questions so far. Yeah, a lot of highs and yos and highs. Okay, great, guys. Remember, you're just to ask a question. Ooh, all right. And let's turn that off. I had my monitor on, so maybe that kind of made things bad. But anyway, so here is, let's reset this. Let me shift this around a little bit. Okay, I feel like that's stuck there. You guys seeing that like I am? Anybody?
What?
This area right here seems to be, you see how it's cutting off and starting again? I don't know what that looks like on the screen, but hopefully that looks okay to you guys. All right, so we got a get, post, and stream function. And I was sitting the other day talking to some teachers, some math teachers, and they're actually correcting some papers from the functions, from their function lectures, which is f of x. Okay, and I tried to explain to them f of x is very close to what I do in computer science. In fact, it's exactly what I do. They do a simpler version of it. They just do f of x. Now, I asked them, does your students know that the f stands for function? And they are pretty sure. And then I asked them, do you ever write functions like this in math? I'll just give you a preview. The answer was no, but they looked at me kind of weird, like, do you ever go function of x, y, and z? And they kind of jumbled around. One of them said, I think I do. All right. So that's what we're going to do. The f is the word stream. It's also the word post. And it's also the word get. That's a function. And of course, they don't name their functions either. They call it just f. They say, we're trying to save time. And I told them, why don't you name it what the function does, like get, post, and stream, and then add stuff in there. And by the way, they never add nothing in there. And so you can see in here, there's nothing. And so they never do f of nothing. They always do f of x. So that's what we're going to use today. And the get method will simply troll to see if a person used a certain hashtag or tweeted something, or we'll just try to find a user. Okay? And post, we're just going to go ahead and tweet something. Okay? Right to our account. And then stream is, okay, well, if we could do this when we're on our Twitter, we could do it. We could push go, tweet, whatever. But wouldn't it be great if it just continually happened where I continually trolled for someone's hashtag and then I posted something back? So this will be a ongoing process, actually using something called processing. And that will be used using a AWS component, which that's what today is, AWS Day. AWS component called EC2. It's going to take us a little while to get there, but we are going to get there, and we're going to use EC2 to do this piece right there. Okay? All right, so very good. All right, so that's what we're going to do, get, post, and stream. I'm going to show you where we get those get, post, and stream. Okay, so let's hide this, and then let's go. I'm going back to my stream, seeing if anyone has any questions. I still have highs and yos, and I have a what's up. What's up? Okay. All right, we got a what's up. All right, any questions there? No? Any questions yet? Okay. Maybe I should ask them a question. I'm going to type in there, how many people love math? There we go. That should get a great response. Okay. Did it come up? It's not coming. You haven't seen it yet?
No, yeah, it's coming up. There's no questions though.
I know. I have a producer, my first ever producer, AJ, is here, and he's trying to tell me there's no questions yet. But when there, AJ, when there is one, can you tell me there is a question? Okay. All right.
I don't have an answer for that.
Now my iPad is going to Siri for some reason. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go now and let's actually open up our bot.js, and here is the get file that that Twit gave us. So let me show you where I found that at. Okay, so if I go into GitHub and I go to my Twit, there is the stuff I used before. See that? There's what I used before. I still don't like how that's happening like this, you guys. Let's see if I could get out of this and then go back to my studio. There, no, that's still kind of weird. I feel like I should hide this. Let me hide this. There we go. I'll hide it, and then I'll see if I can go back and get this. Gosh, it's really weird what I'm getting. I'm getting a real weird look. You guys seeing that weird look I'm getting? See how I get that big gap right there? Anyone see that?
Yeah, the stream's really behind.
Okay, but tell me when it comes back, if you see it. Oh, there we go. I do something like that. I don't really want to do that, though. All right, so I'm getting kind of some funky looks on my screen over there by Paul. Paul, how are you doing over there? What? You're mad? These windows are annoying you? I know. I get it. Just be cool. All right, be cool over there. All right, so that's Paul, and he's going to start doing a Twitter bot for Taylor Swift. Sorry, Taylor. Anyway, so if you go to the GitHub for our Twit, you'll see we grab the keys and the Twit package right here. All right, see that? And then there's the get right there. He just writes it for us. And maybe I should explain it on this page because it's a little more clear. All right, so if you look at this page, see the get has parameters. And these parameters are separated by commas. Okay, so basically it looks like this. If I go back over here and I come back to this area, it's basically, let's start over with just get on the screen. Okay, so let's do it's a get, and the parameters have a, let's say an X component. It's not X, but it's something else. And it has a Y separated by a comma, and then another comma and a Z. So it has three, we call these parameters in computer science. Now, these parameters, I always say, they like to pair computer science with math. And hate to tell the math teachers, but it's closer to in English. And so, because if you see that on here, when we first started this program, we created right here a variable called t. You see t? It's var t equals new twit. So we created an object called twit using our consumer keys and stuff, and it actually now is an object that holds all these objects. All right, so I see that my over here my battery is going low, so yeah, so that's gonna be a problem. If that goes off, I'll switch it out. All right, so or should we switch that out now? We should probably switch that out now. Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on. Sorry, live audience. I'll be right back. Okay. It's not one thing, it's another. My battery cameras. Rico, you got to be charged. You're the producer of batteries.
Oh my butt cheeks.
Legit, no team has what?
Wait,
this,
I'm still live.
This World Series?
No, I want to
No.
I am still
Yeah,
live.
there's
I am still live.
Chill.
I told you Nationals gonna win. My stepdad like, no, he's a big baseball.
These days we'll get it right. Okay, let's see. Let's see if that's going to turn back on or not. Oh, there it is. Came back.
Hey, can I get some?
Okay, thanks live audience for holding on there. We had a little problem. Yeah, so what's weird is when I change my battery, I become out of focus. So I got to do this. I got to put this. I got to put focus up, and I got to go focus. Here we go. Okay, how's that for being a producer and a front man and everything else? All right, so got my focus back. I apologize. You always should never run out of battery. Terrible. All right, so what we're talking about is an object. Okay, so we create a new twit object called T, and this object now can use all the functions that are created with it. Okay, so it carries all these functions. And I always say an object is like a person. Okay, you come with all kinds of functions. Say you could walk, you could talk, maybe you get some classical training, you could play violin or play football, but you have these functions that come with you, but they don't come without you, right? There has to be you and then the function. And then you could add some to, like let's say you're a runner. So it's you run, and your parameter is you run fast or slow or long distance or short distance. So let's see what that looks like in computer science. So if I have a get, okay, I have not a get by itself, but to call it I have a t dot get, and here I have a noun. Remember I was saying this is more like English, all right? What you do is a verb, yep, and you guessed it. These parameters are adjectives, okay? So you see that this becomes more like English, all right? And less of a math, it's a language. Of course, they call it computer language because of that right there. All right, so when you're writing with objects, you get the full effect of that. And I think what happens in math is they only write the verb. And it doesn't make sense to have the verb without the object. And it doesn't make sense to have the verb without the parameters and only one parameter. That'd be like saying, yeah, you're an object and you run and you only run fast. And we know that's not true. All right, so it makes sense more as an English, but let's talk about get, and let's copy this So what I do is I just copy the whole thing, even the comment codes. Okay, copy them, and then go back to your Sublime and paste it in there. Now, up above it, I'm going to write exactly what I just did. I'm going to say get, and I'm going to go comma x comma y comma z. All right, so I'm going to get all three of those. All right, to show that I have all three of those in there. So what it will look for is this comma. All right, so there's get, but you know, it gets kind of messed up because look how long it is, and it just doesn't look like that nice thing I have. But here's the X. It's called search tweets, and then a comma. And then the next one is this whole parameter statement, and it's surrounded by curly brackets. That's where it kind of throws you off, but that's like the Y. It's another parameter. And then the third parameter is a function itself. So we're adding three parameters. Are we not only adding f of x, we're actually adding f of x at f of function x. I mean, it gets really confusing, but what your math teacher doesn't tell you is that you can put a lot of things in there, not just x. Okay? And maybe they do tell you, but like I said, the conversation I had at the table today, it didn't seem like they talked more than just what x is. All right? All right, so we have three things in here. We have a get. This is what tweet we're going to search for. This is the query we're going to search for. And then this is the function that's going to run. This is a response after it gets done. We could actually do just that. Let's lower the count to something smaller because I know it's going to kick back a lot. Let's go to count by 2. And let's go ahead and run this and see what it gets us. Okay, I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to go to my terminal. We haven't even got our terminal open yet. All right, and so remember you got a CD into the folder. And I know I've been in that folder already. There it is right there. I'm going to ls to see, you know, what's in there. Yeah, that's my bot. I'm going to hit clear. And then I'm going to go ahead and go npm start. Now, the beauty about npm start is that I don't have to remember what my first file was. It's bot.js, and I can go nod bot.js. But npm start kind of just does it. If I'm in a different file, what if I'm going to run something else and I don't forget the beginning? I forget the beginning folder. Then I just npm start because I already said it. All right, there you go. And there it went. It went onto Twitter, and it gave me all this. Look, it says my bot's running. It says status. Okay, and look at it. It found online one quote talking about banana. Remember what the query was? The query was about banana. Okay, and he wanted quotes since 2011. And I said, go on there and find 2 tweets about a banana since 2011. And it found 2. Here's the first one. It looks like it's some kind of Asian writing. I'm not sure. I don't want to say that's Chinese or Korean or whatever. I don't know my son is taking Mandarin, but I don't know it. He'll know more than I will. All right, so that's the first one. And let's see what the second one is. It said there was 2. And remember, you're always looking for, oh, there it is right here. Retweet at PJman, Gino, Jung Cookie, Amo Comer Banana. It looks like it's in Spanish. So it went online, it went into Twitter, and it found these just 2. I could have put 100, but it would have been too much. Okay? But what I want to do is, see all this stuff, there's too much stuff. So can I shape it to just return like maybe what they said, like the status? And if you look right here, here's statuses. See that? And then it's the text I want. So status is text. What if I say I just want those parameters? Okay, I don't want all the other junk. I just want to make it. I just want to make it by the other stuff. Well, I could do that. Okay, and so I will now try to do that. Let me back out of this a little bit. And AJ, do I have any questions? Yeah.
No.
Nothing yet. Okay. All right, so no questions yet, even though I'm asking my class to ask questions. They're looking at this with their big wide open, kind of like Paul. They're looking questioning like this. Paul, are you sure you don't know what you're looking at yet? You sure? Well, okay, hold on. We'll get there. We'll get there soon, okay? Just be cool. All right, so what if we do this? Let's make this a little more interesting. You know how we're looking for banana? What if we look for husky? Let's look for South Hills Huskies. Let's search for that, and let's do it again. See what people are tweeting about us. Okay, so I'll save it. I'll go back to my Twitter account, or my. Let me clear this. Go back up here. Okay, and let's go NPM start again. I'm really liking that NPM start. All right, and there it is. And there was two people talking about the South Hills Huskies, you guys. First, there was this one. It was a retweet from Sports Center TV, and it said Diamond Ranch football versus Huskies South Hills, and it talked about someone having 446 yards of total offense. Oh, South Hills having 446, 250 yards rushing, and pretty awesome, right? So I'm going on there, and so now you kind of get this, or you could go on and find certain things and retweet it. And here's another one. It was also done by @Diamond Ranch Football, and it talked about, again, some of the offense. Looked like almost the same one twice. One was a retweet, one was a tweet. All right, but what we're trying to do is get rid of some of this this other code and make it a little more understandable. Okay, so let's show you code to kind of clean this up and only get the stuff that you want. Okay, so here we go. So let's go to Sublime, and this function right here, we could make this function work better for us. All right, but I'm going to break this down so that you guys can see these steps easier. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this South Hills Husky count 2, this parameter, I'm going to take it out and make it a variable. So I'm going to exit, and I'm going to go up here, and let's call it var params equals something like that. And I could do one more. I could actually hit return and tab it, and then hit return and tab it, and then hit. So now you see how it's becoming more, you could see it better. Okay, and then in here I'm going to have to call it, so I could say this is now params. So I basically made a variable with that stuff, and now in the parameter I have params. And let's do the same thing with function. All right, let's go function. Yeah, let's do something like this, and let's make it function called, I don't know, got data, because we're gonna get the data, and so here we got to call got data, and we got to close it. So now this tget has it's easier to see now, right? It's x, y, and z. See, the x is search suite, the y is params, and the z is got data. Okay, so you could write your functions like that and make it more clear. And in here, let's take the data that we do get and let's try to make it more readable. All right, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say something like, let's create another variable, var tweets equals data dot statuses. See, now we're just finding those statuses. Okay, and then I could say, once I get those statuses, I could say I'm going to do a for loop. I'm going to loop through them, do some iteration here. I equals 0. Okay, I is less than the tweets.length. Remember, when it finds them all, it puts them in an array, and every array can be, the length of the array can be seen by tweets.length. Okay, and then I could go I++. So now I'm looping through this array of tweets that have something about the Huskies. All right, and then once I get in there, I'm going to go ahead and print them out. Okay, so I'll go something like this. All right, I'll go, let's see, tweets, and this will loop through the I here, and dot text. Okay, and we want to print this out. So we want to do a console log prints it out to the screen. All right, it's console.log. That looks good. The log even takes a parameter. See, the parameter takes this array, and it loops through as I goes through. The first one's 0, this next one 1. So it says the first one's text, the second one's text, and that looks pretty good. I'm sure I think I have that right. Let me double check my code real quick. Coding live is nerve-wracking, but I think I could pull it off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. And now let's run that and see if we can only pull out the status text from those tweets. All right, so I'm going to clear this. Let's clear this so you guys can see it. So it's up there. All right, I should pull this over a little more. All right, and what's wrong, Paul? I'm going too fast? Oh, come on, man. You can keep up with this stuff. Come on, be cool. Nice. All right, so here we go to go npm start again and run it. Ooh, looks like I do have errors. Let's see if the tweets came out. No, it's saying I have some problems with my code. This is awesome. I probably didn't have the tweets. I probably put tweet instead of tweets. Okay, so let's go back to it, fix it. Oh yeah, look at, I called the variable tweets, or the array tweets, and it's basically this returns an array of statuses, and tweets is an array, and here I put tweets. So let's hit save. Let's come back to this. Let's clear it so you can see it, and let's go npm start. Ah, so awesome. All right, so it's troubleshooting live. It's scary. It's very scary. All right, so there it is. Look at it. My bot is running. It has the first tweet is from Sports Scene TV, South Hills, and it gives some stats. And then the second one is from, the first one is a retweet, and the second one is the tweet of 446 total offense. Nice job, Huskies. Good job. 446 against Diamond Ranch. And then the second one's a retweet of that tweet. Okay, pretty cool, right? So now I can go online, and I could query a certain tweet, and I could find it, and I could display it in my Twitter here. All right. So now what we want to do is post something. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's post something. All right. So let's go back over to my Sublime. Let's give myself some more room here after this function. Very, very nice to break that up. So hopefully you guys could see. I'll get rid of all this stuff, but that you could see now that get. All right. So now let's work on the post. Okay. Now I don't even have to remember how it's written. I could just go back to the twit, and I could find the post, and here it is right here. And this will post to my Twitter. All right. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to go ahead in my Sublime and just paste it. Just like that. And this will tweet hello world. Okay? And it's set. It's ready to go. We could just do it right there. Now, I'm going to break this up into understandable parts. But let me go ahead and run it first. Let me save it. And let me run it. And this is a good time to ask for questions. AJ, is there any questions coming on board yet? Before I go too crazy? Yes, please do. Thank you. And don't forget to ask Paul how his day is. All right. And so here is, let's do npm start. I'm going to run it. Great. Everything looks good. Now I posted, so it's coming back with all this stuff. And
There's a question.
it looks like I tweeted hello world. Now this should tweet to my...
There's a question.
Is there a question? Okay, let me go find it. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels like we have our first question in the comment area. Let's see. How is your day today? And I have someone say math is lit. All right, so they're liking their math. Good job. And then, how is your day today? My day is great. That's really not very creative response, is it? Let's see. My day is mighty and great. There we go. All right. So I responded back to my class that should be in there asking real questions, but they're just kind of saying stuff. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Is there anyone out there? I have people that know this stream from last year's class. Is there anyone out there from last year's class that want to chime in, say hi? I love when someone says hi from the previous years. All right. So now what we're going to do is, so what we have to do is, while I'm here, let's go into Twitter. And I'm actually going to do Safari. Safari saves my passwords better. Sorry, Chrome. Let's go. I'm going to go into Twitter. I got to log in. And I'll log in at Mighty. Remember, we're saying that I tweeted hello world. Okay, Mighty Code Coder. All right, let me find my password. I still recommend Dashlane, you guys, to save your passwords. I so wish. Okay, so let's go at Mighty. There it is. All right, there's copy that. And look at that, right live online. I could do that right in front of you. That's why Dashlane's great. I'm not a sponsor for Dashlane, but they should sponsor me. Oh, look at this. There it is. All right, so the Mighty Code Coder, hello world. So that simple post posted up hello world. All right, and it's in my thing. Now I might add this. If I do that again, let's actually do that again. I want you to see what happens if you do that again. So here it is. I'm going to go to my this again. Let's clear it. And let's do it again. Now you might see an error here. And I'm going to tell you what the error is. Okay, there it runs. Oh, look at this error. And it says status is a duplicate. See, Twitter won't let you post the same thing over and over and over. So since I did hello world again, it said there's an error. Now if I said something like this, I went back in and changed this data from hello world to, let's do happy Halloween. Okay, something like that. If I save that and I go back in and let you guys see this, and then I go do it again, now no errors. See, and it texted right here. It says happy Halloween. Okay, right there. See that? It said right there, happy Halloween. And if I go back to my Twitter and I refresh this, you're going to see happy Halloween. Oh, there's the bell. I got it done. We're done. We did it all. We posted. Everything sounds great. And we got it all in. Thank you for all that came. And my class is going to leave, but I'm going to stay live to kind of clean things up at the end. But that was a good live set. Oh, I don't actually see it on there. Let me see if I can see it on there. Have a happy Halloween, guys. Make sure you don't eat all the candy in one time. Bring some in if you want me to check it for you. All right, let me see if I did it work? Let's refresh it again. And let me go to messages, home, profile. Oh, there it is. All right, and there's my happy Halloween. That was a perfect time to say happy Halloween as my class left. Okay, so very, very, very cool. We got the get and we got the post down. The one last thing I wanted to do is to break my post up a little bit so you guys can see how to do that. And real easy. Okay, real easy. We're still going to give 3 parameters. Okay, we're just going to break the parameters up into different functions and variables so that we can bring them in a little more clean so you guys can see the whole thing. Okay, so what I could do is I could just hit return there and I could hit return at the function. So you see those 3 things, those 3 parameters? Now you can see them. I could actually just go with that. That actually looks really nice and could go with that. But I think what I'll do is I'll make a variable and I'll call this var tweet, because this is what we're going to tweet. And then I'm going to say equals. I'm going to take this whole parameter here, copy, and I'm going to paste. And that's good. So there's my status, happy Halloween. And now I could get rid of this. But I still need something there, right? So I need tweet there. So that variable is going to be there. And that variable is just going to be filled with happy Halloween. All right. Then I'm going to do something with this function. And I'm going to function tweeted. Okay. And I'm going to just put, I'm going to say function tweeted. and it's going to open and close. I'm just making a function real quick, and yeah, something like that. And then now I got to call tweeted. And remember, you close the function with the closing parenthesis, and after it you put something like that. And I like that. I think that works good. So now you see that's all in one spot. Here is my var tweet. Here's my post. This is my object connected to my my function with parameters inside. Okay, and that's it. That's computer science right there in a nutcase, or in a peanut shell. Nutshell. I don't know what I'm saying. So anyway, yeah. So I got that tweeted, and that's how you break it apart to make it a little more readable. And then you could do some more stuff in this area. Like here you could say, I want to tweet something else, like "Hello everybody," or I could get maybe the username whoever tweeted something about the Huskies. Let's do something different here. Let's do something about let's type in Husky Halloween. See if anyone's talking about Husky Halloweens. And then we could say, maybe whoever the person is, we could get there. Right now we're getting the data statuses. Okay, we get the text. And I could say, should I say, let's tweet the, let's go. Oh, that's stuck in there now. See, I did this inside this function, so I don't think I could get it out of there unless I pass it out and do a return statement. I don't want to do that yet. So, but what I could do is respond to them saying, Happy Halloween to you also. And there's just tons of stuff you could do with this. And let's actually save this and see if that works. All right, so I'm going to clear this. All right, and then I'm going to go up again and hit start. There it is. Oh, it says error. Status duplicated. Sorry, I didn't change it. I got to change it. So let me go to here, and then I'll go no Happy Halloween. Let's go Happy Husky Halloween. Okay, save it. I wonder if that's good enough. I wonder if you have to be totally different. I don't want to get banned here. Okay, so I'll do npm start. Hit return, and there it is. It did return it. That is the bell. And let's see what I have. Oh, Happy Halloween, and dog catcher team, and the pound. And so it looks like we have some people doing this. I don't know if it's from South Hills, but Happy Halloween from the dog catcher team at the Husky Dog Pound. I don't know if that's exactly what we wanted to find today. It's a spooky walk on an October evening. Fanatic art, and somehow this has to do with Husky Halloween. I don't know where that's at. All right, so pretty cool. And if I go back to my site, I can refresh it to say Happy Husky Halloween, and there it is. Okay, so really, really cool stuff. We did the get function, we did the post function, we broke it up, okay, and we did all kinds of great stuff. I'm seeing here in my notes that I should have put in another great day in Covina Valley, because that's where we started, and see if our superintendent has tweeted anything yet today about how great this is. And I have a feeling maybe he has. It is Halloween, and maybe he's seen some great costumes. So maybe we should do that. Okay, and so let's try that. All right. So let's go to here. And let's go to, I'm sure people at home were saying, do another great day. So we'll hashtag another great day in CVUSD. All right, save that. I'm not going to buy Sublime. And I'm going to go ahead and clear this so you guys can see it. I'm going to go npm start and run it. There we go. And let's see if the superintendent did anything today. This is not it. Or is that it? We got we got the dog pound again. Oh, here it is. Text another great day in CVSD. I don't know why that didn't work. Let's see why that didn't work. I don't feel that worked. Tweet. Oh, I'm tweeting that. I'm not searching for that. So let's. So I tweeted that. So if. So sorry, I jumped on the superintendent's motto. Another great day in CVUSD. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to see if he tweeted that at all. So here's my params. And so what's easy about this, you go up to params instead of Husky Halloween, you come in and put another great day in CVUSD. Save it, and then let's run that one. Now, it's probably going to be a problem because I've already tweeted this. So let's go. Bots are great. All right, let's go. Bots are mighty and great. All right, let's save that. And then let's run it. Clear it. And npm start it. All right, very good. Oh, duplicate status. Did I save it? Make sure you save it. All right, so something's duplicate in it. Save bots, parameters. Oh, the status, I want to say bots are mighty and great. I guess even the post, it has the same thing again. I didn't change it here. So I want to change this to, gosh, I really messed this up. So let's copy that, and we want this here. I'm trying to finish this up. I don't want to go too much longer, so I'm being kind of fast and making errors. So let's say bots are mighty and great. Okay, and then I want to save it, and then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to clear it, and then run it again. And there we go. All right, so let's see if the superintendent had said anything about anything great. All right, yeah, he has. Look at this. Trawick Titan at Trawick MS. Trawick Faculty Celebration Titan of the Month, honoring students for academic growth and character. It's great to be, so that's one of them. And let's see if he has another one. I think that's it. Was that it? He had two? And only one. So I said it's up to two, and he only had one. And so that was it. So if he had more today, but I also text bots are mighty and great. So let's go look at that, and I'll hit refresh.